Hey, I'm wearing this suit because I'm going somewhere later, just letting you know. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia64 here, aka the Hypocritical Gamer. And this is going to be the first vlog I make. I don't know if I'll do this for every episode. I don't know. If you guys like them, then let me know. But this is just, again, I'm just trying things out, trying to do different things while I'm, doing episodes of Let's Plays and whatnot. So yeah, I watched the first episode of Hunter vs. Hunter. And it's actually kind of a funny story about watching this first episode, because I started to watch it with a brother of mine, an older brother, and he does not like anything but English dub. And it's not because he thinks that Japanese dub is terrible, it's just that he finds hearing something in his own language very distracting, and he really can't handle that sort of thing, I guess. But so I was like, okay, well, we'll watch the episode in English first, and then I'll watch the Japanese dub on my own time. Because why would I watch the English dub if the Japanese dub has more episodes? Anyway, so we started to watch the English dub, and I'm thinking, man, the writing in this first episode was a little meh for me. I was really getting frustrated with the aunt. Oh man, what was her name? Mito? I'm pretty sure it was Mito, Gon's aunt. Anyway, because she, I guess, was trying to be, or maybe not trying, but she was trying to be a good replacement parent or whatever. She was trying to raise Gon best she could, but she lied to him about his father. And she kept on saying things like, your father's dead, so am I not good? Just terrible things. She was not saying really good things, and I was just getting really frustrated with this. And I thought, for something that was supposed to be made in 2011, the animation was, not as good, not as bright, I would have to say, as a lot of other anime that was made during that time. So I did a little bit of digging, and I found out that I was watching the 1999 version. And I was like, oh, damn it, Because, I have to admit, I was like, I'm sure if I gave it a little more time and I watched more episodes, I'd start to get into that specific show a bit more. But when I realized that I didn't even finish the first episode, I got a little more than halfway through it when Gon started to try to catch the Lord of the Lake, or whatever that fish thing was called. Yeah, so that's as far as I got when I found out that I wasn't watching the 2011 version. And so I found out that there was no English dub for the 2011 version. I was like, oh well, so I watched it by myself, and it was so good. I really, really liked this first episode. For one thing, we didn't get any of that bullshit about the aunt lying about the father. And even if that actually happened, like we see a flashback later on the show and it talks about how he actually thought his father was dead at one point, even so, just as first impression wise, it was so much better that they do it this way, so that, you really saw a connection between Gon and Mito. It's not Miko, it's Mito. Anyway, you really saw a connection between them, and it was a very believable connection. She wants what's best for Gon, but she doesn't really think that him becoming a hunter is a good idea. She doesn't want him to disappear on the face of the planet because she loves this kid. And this kid, he wants to know why his father abandoned him, so he's becoming a hunter to find out what it's all about. Now, that may not be the best planning, that might not be the best idea, but this kid definitely has some natural talent. He's able to, commune with animals pretty well. He can, see and smell, patterns in the air to know, when a storm is coming. And, by the way, the other characters that they introduced, Leorio and, oh man, this guy has a really complicated name. Karupika, I think his name was. And I don't know if this other guy's going to be in it, but there was also Katsuo, the deckhand, that, these, during the storm that happened on the ship, the hidden examination, during that time, these four people, Gon, Leorio, Kurapika, and Katsuo, were like the only people aside from the captain that didn't get like super seasick from the storm. And it's funny because I was thinking when I saw the crew getting seasick, I'm like, well, what kind of crew is this? And then the ship captain said, man, this is a terrible crew. And I just kind of chuckled to myself. It was like, oh, okay, so they did that on purpose. It makes sense. Hey, you stop that. Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about the three main characters they've introduced so far, because I know they're main characters because they're in the opening song, Gon, Kurapika, and Leorio. Now, Gon, he's a pretty likable kid. He seems to have a lot of, young wisdomly advice. Just he puts into practice what he learns from the adults. Which is really pretty cool. A similar character who does that is Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Again, it's a fun quality to see in kids when, there's a kid who actually, can listen to what other adults tell him most of the time. I'm not assuming that this kid's gonna be perfect. I don't necessarily want him to be perfect. But also, he can also be all like, give out this advice that he learned from others to other people. Like when Leorio and Kurapika, again, forgive me if I'm not saying that right. They said his name like once, and I had to actually go back to find out what it was. I'm still afraid I'm saying it wrong, but I don't think so. Anyway, so when they went to go fight because Leorio didn't think he was being respected, and Kurapika's clan that all died was disrespected by Leorio, when he said, I chuckled when Leorio was like, I'm gonna end the last of the bloodline of the clan that starts with a K. Again, forgive me that I don't remember, the names yet. I only seen the first episode, okay? Anyway, so I kind of chuckled at that. I was like, geez, man, that's really below the belt. But also, I really like this Kurapika character, not because he's powered by revenge, because I actually hate characters like that. I hate characters that are single-mindedly so focused on revenge, which is why I don't like Sasuke. But this kid, again, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but right now, at first I was like, oh, is it going to be like this? He's going to be like, oh, all I care about is getting revenge on my family. But, he actually seemed to care about his, once everything kind of settled down and they all helped to save Katsuo's life during the second storm, they seem to be friendly, on friendlier terms, which, it seemed like this kid has more to him than just revenge, which is something that I really, really like. It makes people interesting. Sasuke at first was interesting because he was powered by his revenge over his, his brother and everything. But he was still friends with Naruto, sort of, and Sakura, sort of. He was friends with them, he cared about them, but also he, treated both of them like dirt. But Naruto kind of made sense because they were also rivals, and I was actually for that rivalry. For the most part. But I'm not talking about Naruto. I don't know why I went there. Ugh. Hunter versus Hunter. I like Kurapika. I'm just hoping that there won't be a point where he's just driven by revenge and he forgets his friends and I don't give a shit about them anymore for no good reason. It's just... I hope that's not how it happens, because right now I like him because it showed the revenge first, I'm, kind of this dark person, and then it was all but he's actually open to making friends and being a friendly person. He's not just all dark, and I'm Bruce Wayne. It's not not all of that stuff, which is really, really nice, and I'm hoping that keeps on going. You know, I was really impressed when they did that, and I just want it to keep on going. I don't want it to all of a sudden be all like, no, darkness and brooding and revenge and... But we'll see. We'll see. Don't spoil it for me. Don't say, don't worry and everything like that. You know, I'm not worrying. I'm fine. I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna watch this first episode of the 2011 show. Hooked me because, again, I didn't have to see all this bullshit with the students, this apprentice of Jing, Gon's father. I mean, I was surprised when he wasn't in the 2011 episode 1, but I was like, whatever, that's fine, you know. We don't need all this stuff about Gon trying to figure... I mean, because, again, I was thinking in the Japanese dub, wow, this kid's pretty happy-go-lucky for finding out he was lied to about his father being dead. You know, just... God. I'm sure his mother's dead for real, but... Because that's it's very unlikely, you know, just story-wise. If people tend to have one parent be alive and one parent be dead, very rarely are both parents alive unless they're working together and they're both hunters, you know. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, you know. But yeah, I really do like this episode a lot, and I have a feeling that I really will like this show. So I'm looking forward to it, and who knows, maybe once I catch up with the episodes, I actually probably will start reading the manga. Just because I like to go as far as possible. I don't like waiting for the story unless I have to. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that for now. So, until next time, this has been Georgia64, aka the Hypocritical Gamer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.